Greetings. My name is Andre Cole. I'm a Full Sail University music production major, and this is my story. Why did I get into music? I think I have to tell y'all the entire story. I started out when I was a little tyke. Around the ages of 8, 9 years old with a little small recorder. And music was not something that my family was really into. My family didn't really care for music very much. Growing up, it was find something that you know is going to pay a lot of bills and make sure that you and your family are taken care of as y'all grow up. So my first subject of study was computer science and computer engineering. Over time, I started to hate the concept of computer engineering, and I fell more and more into music every day. After I was given my own recorder, I started using my grandmother's desktop, her old Dell desktop, and I used to download beat makers and go to Incredibox.com to make beats using that, and make beats out of something as simple as the little pots and pans that I have around the house, and I would make little drumsticks out of the wooden spoons that was in the house. From there, I got into middle school, and I was given my very first clarinet. I think I'll post a picture right about here so you guys can see it. But I got into music really deeply at that point in time. But also at that time, keep in mind, my family did not care for music very much. So as I got older, I realized that, of course, music does not pay the bills, but it's fun. So when I'm not trying to make money, I'll be doing my music. And throughout my 3 years in middle school, yes, 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, I played when I was at school. I practiced when I was at home, and that was pretty much about it. I didn't practice outside and do anything outside, nothing of that sort. But once I got into 8th grade, my family communicated to me that I need to give up on music. I need to focus on what my original goal was, which was computer science and computer engineering, because it was going to take care of them, it was going to take care of me, and I wasn't going to have any problems. So I chose to listen to them, because obviously, if you don't have anybody in your corner for the stuff that you actually want to do and stuff that you're actually dreaming about, it's really easy to put stuff that you really, really love on the back burner. So once I became a freshman in high school, I didn't care for music at all. I didn't care for music at all. I was what my new band director, Mr. Jones, would call a bruh. It was go to school because you have to. It's part of the law. You have to go to school. You go home. You figure out what you got to do to make money. Do the same thing every single day. As long as you're bringing in bread, nobody complains. But my band director, Mr. Jones, actually forced me into playing for the Harding University High School Marching Band of Gold. I ended up becoming a marching ram really, really early. I'm gonna show right here. And as I became a marching ram, I was moved from clarinet to euphonium, or as some other people call it, baritone. And I read baritone on treble clef. I didn't start reading bass clef until my junior year of high school, but we'll get into that a little bit later. Through my freshman year and sophomore year, my immediate family was not so happy about the fact that I got into marching band because it cost a lot of money. But my great-grandparents, they were the ones that really pushed me into continuing myself going towards a musical background. Because I didn't find this out until I was about 15 years old, that my great-grandfather was really into music himself. He was into music until he chose to have kids and have a wife, and he had to put his instrument down, which was at that time a saxophone. And when he put that down, he never really picked it up again. and I ended up being the newest kind of family member to pursue music again, and it was a breath of fresh air. The expenses didn't matter to them. They didn't care about how much it costed for my windsuits, for my mouthpieces, for trips. They didn't care. They paid that money and they were happy about it, and I was extremely grateful to them because music kept me from doing the one thing that I was really used to, that I saw more often than not, which was a lot of kids in my age group, including myself, I wasn't devoid of this, got into a lot of illegal activities to help pay bills and to help family out, and to show that, you know, at that point in time, that's what I thought being a man was. Take care of your bills by any means necessary, pay bills, take care of your family, da 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 da. Once I got a little bit older, I was still marching, and I was still a marching ram. I finally earned my colors, and once I earned my colors, which is, you know, you start out with white colors as a crab, you know, as they call, and you move your way up. You work your way from regular white colors to white and maroon and gold, and then just straight gold your junior or senior year. Once I finally became a junior, my original band director, Mr. Jones, ended up receiving a college offer to Livingstone College, and we got a brand new band director by the name of Mr. Sykes. Mr. Sykes taught me a lot of almost everything, because my freshman year and part of my sophomore year, I was reading and playing by ear, and I was also writing in notes and fingerings at that point in time as well, which if I can find it, I'll put it up here. I was reading a lot that way, playing by ear, playing by what I saw, and putting fingerings in. And it was really easy to match the pitch with what I saw on the staff, really easy, but finding out which fingerings, trying to find it was really kind of stupid. My junior year, my band director, Mr. Sykes, put me into everything, immersed me into bass clef. Sorry, y'all, we had a little bit of technical difficulty, but back to what we were saying. We got extremely immersed into music theory, concepts of music, bass clef, treble clef, sight reading. The number one thing for me was sight reading. And over time, while being taught by Mr. Sykes, I realized that music education was one thing that I wanted to do. I wanted to become an educator of music, to have my own business around music itself, but to teach music to those younger than me. Sorry. But to teach music to those younger than myself, to, you know, each one reach one, teach one, right? Music was my way of dealing with a lot of things, and I feel that I could have that same effect on a lot of other people growing up the same way that I grew up. I had committed myself to go to Shaw University. When I graduated from high school, I got vocationally accepted, and what took me out of the running was I told my family where I was gonna go, and they were still adamant on, don't go somewhere that's far away from the family. Music is not gonna pay your bills. Music is not gonna make you happy. Don't do this, don't do that. And I let that bug in my ear stay, which ended up causing me to rescind my own acceptance into Shaw. And I pursued I forgot what the degree was. It was a business degree. I pursued a business degree from Central Piedmont Community College. I still took, you know, minor music classes like jazz and, you know, concepts of music, but it was based around business. As I continued my degree program at Central Piedmont, I kind of learned very fast that Central Piedmont was not a school for anybody to get their degree, in my opinion. They offered tutoring courses, and when you went to tutoring courses, it wasn't really there to really tutor you to show you how to get things better and to do things a better kind of way. But it was more so a, here's your answer, here's how you got it, and that's it. It's not teaching you really, in a sense, what to do to move forward. But, you know, to each their own. Some people have actually prospered at Central Piedmont. Some people have not. I was one that did not. So I ended up finding out about a Segway program at Johnson C. Smith University. As you can see, I have the shirt on here. And when I went to Johnson C. Smith University, I was allowed to march, as I'm going to show you guys right here. I was allowed to march and become a Golden Bull, marching, playing tuba, sousaphone, to those that may not know. And the concept that I already had, I understood how to read music, I understood how to not put in fingerings, I understood every single last concept that was there. The only thing that I mainly could not do was attend all of classes. I could not do that, simply because I was not vocationally accepted. So I would get in where I fit in and march every single day and play at every single game. As again, I will show you guys in the video that I'm going to post right now. Now, as you guys can see there, I had a lot of fun. We played a lot. We played against a lot of people, and I had an extremely good time. But my family was still on the edge when it came down to me pursuing myself with music, which is understandable. Nobody wants their kid to, you know, go the wrong path and pursue the wrong thing. But everybody has to be focused on the right things in their own way, has to be focused on where they want to go in their own way. And I didn't understand that concept until I was about 23 years old. It was extremely late because I graduated from high school when I was 17. I didn't realize that I needed to pursue my goals no matter what it was that somebody wanted to tell me, no matter if my family felt any kind of way about it, until I was about 23 years old. When I was 23, I made the conscious decision to pursue music in my own way. I left Johnson C. Smith University, I left Central Piedmont Community College, and I made the decision to make beats on my own, use my cell phone on GarageBand to pursue myself further, and just continuously get better with my own stuff. And I also started writing my own music out. I wrote my own sheet music out right here. I wrote 3 different pieces. One was for a whole band, one was for one section, another one was for a call out for marching band that a friend of mine asked me to do. With those being the case, I realized that, you know, even though these are great things I'm doing, my major and what I want to do is I want to teach music. I want to show others that this is what I want to do. I want to be able to show little ones coming up or teenagers coming up that they can do the same thing that I did, the same thing that I'm doing, and they can prosper in it. You can make money from music. And I'm not gonna lie, there's a lot of family members that still are on the edge when it comes down to me pursuing my music. But now, I don't care anymore. I am extremely focused on what I want to be, what I want to do, and now I'm doing it. I'm now at Full Sail University pursuing a music production degree, so that I could also end up getting my teacher certification out here in North Carolina, so that I can be able to teach music, produce music, make my own music, and do exactly what I need to do. And it's primarily focused around instrumental. And I cannot wait to see what else is planned for me. Thank y'all for watching, and I will see y'all in the next video.